For centuries, humanity has searched outward for answers, in the stars, in science, in secret knowledge hidden just beyond reach. But what if the most powerful force shaping your life has never been external at all? What if it has always existed inside the human mind? Tonight, we explore a mystery that exists at the crossroads of history, psychology, and human potential. A force debated by scientists, studied in laboratories, and quietly influencing outcomes in ways most people never consciously notice. This is the mystery behind what many call the law of attraction. Welcome to Bellows From Beyond. Long before modern neuroscience, ancient civilizations believed thought and reality were connected. The Egyptians believed intention shaped destiny. Greek philosophers argued the mind and body were inseparable. Eastern traditions taught that inner states influenced the outer world. These ideas were not mystical fantasies. They were early attempts to understand something humans could feel, but not yet measure. In the early 20th century, this ancient belief resurfaced under a new name, the law of attraction. Often misunderstood, the idea was simplified into slogans. But stripped of exaggeration, its core claim is surprisingly grounded. Your focus influences your behavior. Your behavior influences outcomes. And outcomes reinforce belief. A feedback loop. For much of modern history, science treated the body like a machine, and the brain like a control panel. That model no longer holds. Today, neuroscience shows the brain and body are in constant communication. Thoughts trigger chemical responses. Emotions release hormones. Beliefs influence nervous system activity. Stress activates cortisol. Prolonged fear weakens immune response. Chronic anxiety alters heart rate and inflammation. Calm, optimism, and purpose produce measurable biological changes. Even more fascinating is the way the mind emits measurable frequencies, often called brainwaves. These waves vary depending on your mental and emotional state, and they influence the body in profound ways. When we are awake and alert, the brain typically operates in beta waves, ranging from 13 to 30 Hz. Beta waves are linked to focus, analytical thinking, and active problem solving, but prolonged dominance of beta can increase stress and anxiety. During relaxed states, alpha waves take over, around 8 to 13 Hz. Alpha waves are associated with calm alertness, creativity, and mental clarity. It's often during these states that ideas flow more freely, and the body begins to respond with reduced heart rate and lower cortisol levels. In deep relaxation, meditation, or moments just before sleep, theta waves dominate, ranging from 4 to 8 Hz. Theta is associated with deep learning, intuition, and the integration of emotional experiences. The body uses this time to regenerate and repair, while the mind processes subconscious patterns. Finally, during deep sleep or trance-like states, delta waves appear, less than 4 Hz. Delta waves are linked to profound healing, immune system support, and restorative rest. Even the body's most fundamental repair systems are synchronized with these rhythms. These brainwaves aren't just measurements on a machine. They are the electrical reflection of your mental and emotional state, literally shaping the internal environment of your body. Calm, focused states reduce stress hormones. Deep relaxation promotes repair and regeneration. High-stress beta dominance can trigger inflammation and anxiety. Your thoughts, focus, and emotions are actively sculpting your biology. This connection between mind, frequency, and body demonstrates that the brain is never neutral. It is constantly generating influence, not only chemically but electrically, and that influence ripples through every system of your body. This is not philosophy. It is observable physiology, a demonstration of how your mind is always shaping your reality at both the chemical and energetic levels. One of the most unsettling discoveries in medical science is the placebo effect. Patients given inactive treatments, sugar pills or saline injections, often experience real improvement. Pain decreases. Symptoms lessen. Brain activity changes. No active medication. No chemical cure. Only belief. So powerful is this effect that every modern medical trial must account for it. And then there is the other side of the coin. The nocebo effect occurs when negative expectations produce negative outcomes. Patients warned extensively about side effects are statistically more likely to experience them, even when the treatment itself is inactive. Fear becomes chemistry. Expectation becomes sensation. The mind does not clearly distinguish between imagined threat and real danger. The body responds as if both are real. Your cells are not passive. Research in psychoneuroimmunology and epigenetics shows that emotional states influence gene expression. Stress signals cells to prepare for danger. Inflammation increases. Repair processes slow. Positive emotional states, such as calm, purpose, and optimism, are associated with improved resilience and recovery. This does not mean thought replaces medicine, but it does mean the internal environment affects how the body responds. Throughout medical history, there are cases that defy expectation. Unexpected recoveries. Improvements without clear explanation. Outcomes labeled spontaneous. Science does not deny these cases. It simply acknowledges that not everything is fully understood. No responsible expert claims the mind guarantees healing, but many agree on this. Mental state influences the battlefield. Here is where the idea becomes uncomfortable. If mindset influences outcome, then responsibility follows. This is not blame, it is ownership. No one controls where they begin in life, but everyone influences the direction they move. Excuses protect comfort. Accountability creates momentum. The brain strengthens what it repeats. I can't. I always fail. This is just how it is. These are not harmless thoughts. They are instructions. Neural pathways form through repetition, thoughts included. The mind is never neutral. It is either reinforcing limitations or building capacity. Destiny is not a fixed event, it is a system. Belief influences behavior. Behavior influences results. Results reinforce belief. Break the cycle, and trajectory changes. Not instantly, not magically, but consistently. The greatest mystery is not whether the mind is powerful. Science already shows that it is. The real mystery is why so few people choose to use that power deliberately. Your thoughts will not replace effort. Belief will not erase hardship. But the mind is never passive. It is always shaping attention, choices, and outcomes. Whether it works for you or against you comes down to accountability. If you've been drawn into this exploration where science, mystery, and human potential converge, remember to like and subscribe. And join us for more stories where unseen forces shape reality. Into the beyond.